Freida is always part of you, even if you're not
always
dressed as
a whale deep down inside me.
Okay.
Just waiting
I love
to burst out. Hi, I'm Freida Whales. I'm the orca of the Okanagan.
At AutismBC, we're trying to learn more about different parts of the LGBTQ community. I'm still learning myself, so please, if I say something that you don't like, please let me know.
I'm still learning too, we all are.
That's awesome. And I always think, how are you supposed to know unless someone tells you?
Exactly, yeah.
And hi everyone, I'm Lisa Watson. I'm with AutismBC. I'm the regional coordinator in Kelowna, and we're very fortunate to have Freida Whales, a local drag queen, with us today to talk to us a little bit about her experience and to just talk to us about her drag queen persona. So how do you go about introducing yourself?
I'm a local drag queen that does anything you want in drag. I do wine tours, I do Storytime, I do family-friendly events, to wine tours, to evening shows, all over the place. I do everything.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your connection is to the autism community in Kelowna?
So for the past, I think it's 8 or 9 years now, I've been working with people on the autism spectrum, age ranging from adult to young kids. I work for the school district currently, but I also do private care. And yeah, I'm fully immersed in the autism community, I think.
And I remember the first time we actually met in person was at one of the autism walks here in Kelowna, and you brought your pet pig.
Yes, back when I could actually handle them out in public.
What's your connection to the LGBTQ community in Kelowna?
So I am queer. I've grown up in the Okanagan my whole life, so almost 30 years. And yeah, I'm a drag queen, I'm non-binary, and I'm fully out in my everyday life.
A little bit about Drag Queen Storytime, because I know you made headlines last fall. Yeah. So was it actually called Drag Queen Storytime? Is that the correct name?
Well, I like to just have it as Drag Storytime because it's not exclusive to queens. We have kings, non-binary. There's 4 different things in drag. There's queens, kings, things, and queers. So everyone's welcome.
Okay, so can you just give us a little bit of a learning about that, actually?
Yeah. A drag queen is a female persona, female character. Drag king is more of a male, masculine persona. A drag thing is kind of more of like a fun, kind of funky monster kind of creature. And then drag queers is just anyone who doesn't really want to label it to a gender. So maybe they play a little both in both genders or all over the place.
So how did Drag Storytime start?
Well, it started all over the world. It's been all over the place, mostly in the States and stuff through Canada. In Kelowna, it started out at Chapters, now Indigo, with Daisy Confused. She was actually working there at the time, so she got that started up with me and another queen. And we did that for 2 prides. And then I approached the Kelowna Library, and they were super excited to have that. And we've had 2 there now. And we were hoping for a 3rd one. It was supposed to be this week, but obviously that's not going to be happening.
Now, when you did approach it, the library was receptive to it.
But surprisingly, they were actually looking for a queen, and I'm like, well, I've been emailing you for a while. Where the messages have been crossing?
Now, challenges that you might have had, what is like a common stigma that people think when it comes to drag queens, that you're tired of hearing? Educate.
The main thing is that they think that drag is all sexual. For me, drag is not really sexual. I'm definitely a clown character. I'll put on a banana suit. I'll dance around the room with something on my head. I don't care. I just do it for fun. It's entertainment. I mean, there is aspects of drag that is more sexual in kind of anything. It's a spectrum, right? So there's from comedy to sexy to just being a beautiful woman. So there's all different kinds of drag. My drag is definitely more kind of on the family-friendly scale of it. So that was kind of the main controversy for Storytime, was people were worried that it was going to be this pervert in a dress kind of thing. And I was like, well, I'm just a clown that happens to be female, so.
And I'm assuming you were reading children's books or doing
exactly. Yeah, it was a story about a spoon and a pea. We did one about a giraffe that people made fun of because he couldn't dance that great. So it's all just about kind of finding yourself kind of books.
And tell me about the Zoom story times you've done.
Just between me and my friend, we did it in my living room. We got a little craft corner. We got like washing hands segments. It's lots of fun. That was kind of one of our first projects we started with COVID when it first happened.
How have you been doing with COVID, and what have you been doing for self-care?
Just keeping busy, honestly. I mean, we've made a whole YouTube channel. We're making lots and lots of videos right now. Me and my friend have been scripting kind of more dramatic scenes and kind of playing more on the digital side of drag, which is kind of fun to play with because you can only do so much on stage, but behind the camera, you can do a lot of magic.
What do you think Pride is going to look like this year?
I mean, I celebrate Pride every day of the year. For me, Pride is just being proud of who I am and just being out. I definitely think Pride's going to look a lot different this year. I know our Kelowna Pride has been moved to the fall in hopes that we might be able to kind of open some things up and do some smaller gatherings, but it's not looking that great. I actually had a whole bunch of Pride gigs booked for like Salmon Arm and the smaller towns and stuff, so we're hoping that maybe something could happen there because they are smaller communities, but we'll have to wait and see. Pride doesn't mean just partying in the streets. Pride can be just connecting with friends and making sure we kind of keep the gay herstory alive.
I think that's a really good point, and I think I can relate to that from the autism world. You know, we celebrate Autism Awareness Day, but, you know, if you ask any parent or anyone involved in the community, they're probably going to say, like, every day is Autism Awareness Day for themselves, right?
Really, like, Pride is more for the rest of the world to see us and just it's a visibility day. It's not even really about us, it's just for the rest of the world to see us and see what we're actually doing and that we're not a bunch of weirdos. Some of us are. Okay, I mean, in every community there is, but...
How long does it take to become Freida?
I'm always Freida, but to become this beautiful mug of Freida, I've gotten down to about an hour if I'm in a rush, but I like about 2 and a bit hours, just to be safe. Then I can take my time and make it perfect. When I first started, it was about 6 hours.
Oh my goodness, that's a whole day.
We've dialed it down a bit. I don't know what I did for all that time.
Okay, so that's going to lead into a learning question for me then. So, like you just said, you're always Freida. So, do you always feel like your Freida is always part of you, even if you're not? There's
always a whale deep down inside me.
Okay.
Just waiting to burst out.
I love it.
Just make sure you follow me on all my social medias.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Freida.